I think that we are live. Just a couple minutes late. Is my microphone where it needs to be? Yep, I mean, that's about where it has to be. Just turn up my mic and aux levels in here really quick. Okay. Alright, running slightly behind because OBS needed to update when I opened it. And also because of a little bit of some personal trauma that I am currently experiencing. So, I have made some bad life choices, and the one most applicable to this current situation is that I am transgender. Do not recommend. But in all seriousness, I feel some pretty bad dysphoria about my body hair. Um, Even though I don't feel dysphoria about like a good number of things. My body hair is one of the things that I do feel dysphoric about. And so, pretty often, I shave all of my body, different bits at different times. Every couple of weeks, I shave my legs. And today just so happened to be one of the days that I decided that would be a good life decision to make. Um, this involved a product called Nair, which, for those who don't know, is a chemical hair remover. I've had good luck with this in the past. You can buy it at Walgreens or wherever. But essentially, what this does, as far as I understand it, is this is a chemical that will burn out the follicles of the hair that are in your skin. And this means that the hair that is already existent there will sort of like the connections will dissolve, the roots will dissolve. You can just wipe it off your skin literally with a damp rag. It's pretty cool if you want to get rid of all of your hair very quickly, as I do. Um, the issue with this is that it is, and the hair will grow back at a slightly slower rate than shaving it would do because you've gotten rid of the roots, but it'll grow back. Um, Essentially, what this is it is a controlled chemical burn of different parts of your skin wherever you apply it to. This has gone alright for me in the past. It has not gone great for me today. Um, like large sections of my legs and lower body have been burned. My right knee took it pretty particularly badly. So I am not in what I would call intense pain right now, but I am in some pain. I've been taking ibuprofen and, like putting lotion on it and shit like that. Um, but yeah, so it does mean that I'm slightly late, and if my content is not quite up to par, I mean, I'm in my pajamas right now. So if my content is not quite up to par today, that would be why. But who let a little thing like some minor chemical burns ever stop them from streaming some digital spaceships, am I right? So I'm going to open up Kerbal Space Program here. We're going to pick up where we left off, which I believe was doing missions to Minmus, so that we could get the science and money we needed to do a proper moon landing. I think one goal for tonight, one unofficial goal for tonight, might be figuring out planes and spending some time fucking around with planes, which is not something that I did last time, and I don't usually do it in Kerbal Space Program, because the planes make less sense to me than the rockets, somehow, if only because I've had less practice with the planes than the rockets. It's also harder to do things with planes because it takes you longer to get places and do things with planes. Like, the plane missions will just give you objectives that are, like, anywhere on the planet, as far as I understand it. And it takes a pretty long time to go there with a plane, because you can't go above a certain altitude. What? You can't go above a certain altitude, and therefore you cannot accelerate time forward. So you are somewhat limited in your speed as a plane. Let's get game capture going. Voila. A beautiful loading screen. Alright. Not a whole lot to say over the loading screen, and OBS informs me there's 0 viewers right now, so I don't feel a whole lot of compulsion to fill the void. I mean, there's that election happening tomorrow, and all day it's felt to me like that Lord of the Rings scene where Pippin's like, oh, they actually expect me to fight in the battle that's happening? And he's like, it's so quiet, and Gandalf's like, it's the deep breath before the plunge, and that's how I've felt all day. Okay. Okay. So, our actual contract is to land on Minmus, plant a flag, and return to Kerbin from the surface. Planting flags is a thing we can do, right? Yep, Kerbals on EVA can place flags. We don't need to upgrade the science thing yet, which is good, but we will need to relatively soon. It shouldn't be too hard to get the money and things for that. We could upgrade the launch pad, I guess, but like, if we're going to upgrade anything, I would rather it be the runway first. We'll do that when we get back. Okay, so if I remember correctly, we had a rocket that was well designed for this. The only issue last time was a physics bug, question mark, which caused the thing that I had, the encounter. I had maneuvered and set up an encounter with Minmus, and then when I time accelerated forward, it suddenly decided that that encounter was no longer actually a thing that was going to happen. So let's just make it daytime quick. Alright. And apparently it's Jebediah Kerman coming with us. Let's get into it. Off we go. That was pretty loud. In that first second, anyway. I'm gonna put my water bottle over there so I can see the bloody screen. I'm gonna try. I know that this rocket was delicate with the turning, but I'm gonna try and get us angled here to save fuel. If I remember correctly, we have more fuel on this thing than we need for a landing and return. But fuel efficiency is still always a goal. Wow, these boosters are really lasting us. We're like above 10,000 meters and they still haven't run out yet. Okay, tilting. Alright. It's probably tilted enough for the time being. We're gonna have to get the second stage. Oh, am I gonna have to do spinning? It's a good trick. Again? No, I'm not! Would you look at that? Alright, let's tip us more. Yeah, like that. See, we're high enough up that we don't have that much drag, so we're not wasting fuel. And as close to, like, as much as we can add to, like, our arc expansion burn, I'm gonna call it, as possible, like, before we get to the apoapsis, the better, because that will make entering orbit much quicker once we get up to our apoapsis there. Alright. Okay, let's do, if the game stops freezing, there we go. A little bit of time acceleration. Wouldn't you know it, Florence is an accelerationist after all. Okay. That's what the people are here for. They're here for my political theory jokes when I play Kerbal Space Program. God. I'm like 8 different kinds of nerd. I'm pretty sure that I'm bordering on a stereotype by now. Or a parody of some sort. Oh, see, look at that shit. Right, I forgot that the final stage of this rocket has like 4,000 meters per second of delta V. Oh, glorious. Alright, just to be sure there. We're already in space. We're about to run out of this second stage, this mid stage, but... Alright, set as target. So I guess we're gonna want the thing to be here. Wow. Okay, and that node isn't for like 10 minutes, so we have plenty of time to adjust it to make our min-miss periapsis as low as possible. That way we have to do as little work as possible to actually land on it. We can actually get pretty low, it looks like, just with this first burn pretty easily. Oh. Okay. Then let's try this. Whoop. Alright, let's try vertical ones. Yikes. Alright, 145.7. Whoop. It's 175. 138.7. Shit. Okay. Well, I don't feel the need to futz around with it until it's too much closer than that. Alright. Let's give this maneuver a try then. Looks like a burn time of 51 seconds. Which is kind of long, but, you know. Oh, come on. What threw you off there? Just tilt back the other way now. Okay. And the node is in about a minute, so we can do this. Wait until we're closer to the actual maneuver. Alright, and boop! Oh, alright. Coolio. Can't get a very good view of this stage right now because we're kind of in the shadow of the planet here, but... it is very efficient. We know this to be true. Now I am having to approximate a little bit here because none of our pilots are leveled up enough to the point where I can tell them to focus on the maneuver for me. Alright. Getting pretty close. I'm just gonna slow our burn rate down. Lower the throttle. Don't want to overshoot it. Alright, how's it looking? That is not quite as good as what we were maneuvering for, but... Alright, that'll be close enough. We don't have to get it too close yet. A lot of the work is going to be done once we're already there, basically. So, which is more or less how it'll have to be. Okay. I'm going to quick save here just in case, because this is where everything went wrong last time. Last time I started time acceleration, and all of a sudden the encounter just like vanished from the map, but it looks like we're good. No false positives this time around. Now we can get a better look at this stage of the rocket, and I guess it is still a little funky looking. I don't hate it as much as I remember hating it when I first laid eyes on it. It's a little bit wonky having just this tiny little bit up here and then all this Rockamax stuff down here. But look how much fuel we have. Look how much Delta V it gives us. We've only used a quarter of it so far, and this is probably like one of the largest expenditures of fuel that has to happen. Like, all we have to do now, once we're there, is close the orbit until we land, and then burn up the fuel that it takes to slow us down to land safely. From there, all we gotta do is then take off again, enter orbit of Minmus, break orbit of Minmus back into orbit of Kerbin, and then break orbit of Kerbin in such a way that we will re-enter, which sounds like a lot, but the landing on Minmus is the part that is going to take the most fuel. Like, once we have landed, it will take very little to take off, orbit, break orbit, and then close our orbit of Kerbin. That will take very little. All of that will not require a whole lot of fuel whatsoever to do. Ow. Ah. So we can look forward to that. Bumped my feckin' knee. The burned one. Alright. Owie. Stop. Alright, that leg is gonna stay down there. Okay. Alright, everything appears to be good. Our encounter appears stable. It's not going anywhere. Alrighty. So I'm going to do a little experiment here, and we're going to see if there's a noticeable difference in the amount of time it will take to do a burn to close the orbit from here versus the periapsis. So that takes 11 seconds. If we make a burn at the periapsis to close the orbit, it takes about 12 seconds. So they're both about the same at this point, but I'm just going to do it from here. Yo, what is that? What is that? Why was that so difficult for you to do? Okay. Boop. Okay. Looks like we are going to land on the sunny side of Minmus. Minmus spins pretty quick, so I don't know if that's actually where we will end up landing. But we'll see as we get closer, I suppose. Let's warp in a little bit closer here. Okay, looks like we're either gonna land in the highlands here or down in that little section of lowlands, depending on how fast we spin. I'm gonna put out the landing legs right now, not for any particular reason, but because I feel like being a little paranoid about it. Okay. And from here? We just make our way in. I'm going to switch the altimeter to read us as how far above the surface we are, as opposed to Minmus's sea level. Doesn't look like we're going to make it over into the lowlands for our landing site there. And it looks like our antenna signal is now being blocked by Minmus itself. So we're not going very fast, is a piece of good news, I guess. Okay. Okay. Let's cancel out our velocity a little more. And I'm being kind of speedy with this. We can take a moment to appreciate the landscape. Alright, coming in. Alright, we're about 50 meters up and closing. Look at that. Boop. We have touchdown on the surface of Minmus at a little bit of a weird angle. If we turn off SAS and RCS, we can sit a little bit more comfortably on it. Okay, let's grab all of that tasty, tasty science data. Observe materials bay. Alright, we will keep that data. Sorry, what was that? While the material samples were processed, you began to turn your thoughts to how much Minmus looks like a mint dessert, and have discovered that you are now hungry. Fascinating scientific discoveries happening here. Alright. Observing mystery goo. You observe the goo. And we want a crew report. Owie. And we want the thermometer. What is that looking like? 232 Kelvin, which still seems warm. But it could be because we're in partial sunlight. Or the thermometer is there. We're still in a vacuum, so Minmus does not have an atmosphere. And now, for the fun part. Boop. Oh, well, watch yourself there, Jeb. Woo. We can set foot onto the surface of an alien... it's not really a planet. Of a new celestial body, shall we say. Alright. EVA report. You feel a bit like a superhero when you jump in the low gravity. Let's take a look at that, by the way. Pwing! We have jumped a whole 11 meters above the planet's surface in one jump, and the gravity is so low that falling 11 meters, we just stand. It's no different than making a normal jump here on Earth, if a little bit longer lasting. Alright, we have an EVA report. Plant flag! Foomp. And there it is. We've planted it sort of perfectly so it's like in the sun here, but Minmus says trans rights. Planted. by Jebediah Kerman on November 2nd, 2020. Trans rights. Alright, we have planted a flag. Let's see. You've explored Minmus, touchdown, landing on the surface of Minmus, walking, orbital space flight, planted a flag, or suborbital space flight, exploring Minmus. Now one of you shake the flag, so it looks like it is waving majestically. Was that the whole contract? Return to Kerbin from the surface of Minmus. Okay. We will do that in a second. Let me... Yeah, the best way to navigate around Minmus is going to be the EVA pack because the gravity is so low. So I just wanted to store the EVA report data there. And while I zoom out so I can see which direction the lowlands are. Okay, they are this way. What side of the rocket is that? It's the side that the flag and the big rock is on. Okay. So I want to see Oh, I bonked him. Sorry, Jeb. Ah, we're okay. Okay. So this appears to be eastwards that we are currently facing. I'm going by the nav ball is why I tilted it up in order to determine that. Let me look at the map quick here. Possibly it's west. I'm not sure. We want to go over there. We want to go in that direction. I'm going to quick save just in case something horrible happens. And yeah, we want the RCS out. We're going to attempt to take Jeb on a flight over the rest of the highlands here and into the lowlands. It actually occurs to me that we should do this in the rocket. We should do this in the rocket. The danger about using the EVA pack to like jump around the... Wow. To jump around the planetoid like this is that the EVA pack will speed us up to speeds greater than a normal jump would, obviously. Like we are now about a kilometer, almost a kilometer above the surface of the planet off the strength of that short EVA burst and a jump alone because of how low the gravity is, because of how small Minmus is. The thing about this is that we're traveling at about 40 meters per second, which is not a good speed for a Kerbal to hit a surface at. So we're going to need to be careful with how we slow ourselves down here. Because we have reached the apex of our curve and started to descend. It also occurs to me that it's not marking the rocket. If I set it, yeah, set as target. It should mark it then, right? I should be able to see it. There should be a little label. Why can't I? Oh boy. Tell you what, I'm just gonna reload the quick save. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Nothing bad happened. Jeb was just daydreaming for a little bit there. What the fuck? Okay, hang on. Reload the quick save again. I tabbed out to go look at a Discord notification that I'd gotten, and when I came back, the rocket was tipping. Something needs to be done about this. Hang on, hang on. No, 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 no. Grab it. Board it. Turn SAS on. Wrestle with the controls a little. Okay. We're gonna make that trip with the rocket. Alright, how much has that gotten us? here. If we... Okay. And then align ourselves retrograde. This will create a nice arc, so we're basically going to hop the rocket over into the lowlands, and then I can redo all of my science experiments in a different biome. See, it's clever. I thought I saw the amount of fuel I had decreasing, and I was like, what? The engine's not on. Okay. Alrighty. There's the lowlands over there. It would have been quite a bit of a trek for a Jeb. I'm not sure we would have had enough EVA fuel to do that and then get back. Alright, we are currently coming in over the lowlands here. Alright, that's arrested our velocity a bit. We should come down right in. I'm going to call it this bay here, with the analogy that this lower, deeper green part is like a lake or sea. Should come down just about in the middle of that. And we basically get to do a landing all over again. It won't let me time accelerate any faster than this, even though we don't need to slow ourselves down any just yet. Look, we have a little bit less than half of our fuel left to get back to Kerbin with, which should be more than enough. As we come in over the lowlands here, you can see the curvature of it. Swell. Look at that. Okay, we have a little bit of a visual glitch here, but we're gonna try to ignore that. Okay, so if we open the service bay, then we can click on our storage unit here and collect all of our experiments into it. Not all items could be stored. Oh, is it because there were replicant mystery goo things? Okay, so we can't do the mystery goo again. But we can do another crew report. We can do the materials bay again, I'm pretty sure. Oh, can't we? Ah, well. We can do another crew report. We can do the thermometer barometer. We can go on EVA, do another EVA report. Bonk. EVA report. Wow, these are so much science. Like the EVA report alone was 36. Get back in there. Alright, EVA report is go. I want to try something with our good friend Jeb here really quick. Oh, nope, don't. Boop. Alright, saved it. We walked into the rocket a little bit there. Alright, I'm gonna just try. We're gonna jet straight up. And I just want to see how high we can get us on EVA fuel alone. What kind of views we can see. I'll send us forward a little bit as well. Fuck it. Alright, you can see we have a nice little arc here. We're going to get up to about 3.5 kilometers is going to be our maximum altitude here. And look, even from this height, we can see the curvature of Minmus. It's so small. Look down, there's the rocket there. I'm gonna try and point him into the sun so we can see his face down in the corner there. Hello! Alrighty. Can I time accelerate? We're gonna have to do the fizz warp. Yes, I know. It's not very stable physics-wise, but... Holy crap. I can see my house from here. Can we see Kerbin, actually? No? That would be a nice thing to do, is wait until we can watch Kerbin come up. I'm not super sure where the ship is down there. Okay. Now the goal is just to make sure that we slow our descent to the point that we don't lose poor Jeb here. So we're gonna jet upwards to slow descent here. We have a little bit of lateral velocity left. We can see his shadow coming in there. Alright, we're going pretty much straight down now, so we just need to worry about vertical. Alrighty. Now we just have to get back to the ship. So that's pretty much due east, which is going to be facing the direction of 90 degrees on this compass here. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm timing it in seconds so that I can know exactly how long to burn to counteract my things here. It's kind of cool being able to see this whole landscape. Jeb certainly thinks so. Look at him. He's having a blast. Careful. Careful. What is that? Alright. And then I see a thing over there. Like a small object, like a rock. But it's smallish. I want to investigate it. There's not many celestial bodies that you can do this kind of RCS navigation on, so I want to get the most out of it here. Oh, it's cool how like it looks like actual mountains off in the distance there. It is about the size of Jeb here. We can climb onto it. I guess it is just a rock. Okay. Okay. East with a little bit of a southerly direction in it. So I'm going to do like this. Point us this way. Oh, I think that's the rocket. So we can aim for that. I wish the visual bugs would stop happening. Kind of ruin the whole experience briefly whenever they do. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely the rocket. If it ain't the rocket, I don't know what it is. I can't really tell whether we will land at it with our arc the way it currently is, but I'm going to try and land us at it. Alright, we're going to try and aim for the... I'm going to try and aim for the capsule here. Is that the front of it? That is the front of it. So we can just climb back on in. Alright. Board! Let's close the service bay here. Actually, open that again quick. Can I store everything in here? Mystery goo observation already stored in this module. Alright, review stored data. Okay, we have EVA from the Greater Flats, which I presume is this. Crew report from Lowlands, mystery goo from Lowlands, material study from Lowlands, temperature scan from Lowlands, atmospheric pressure from Lowlands, EVA from Lowlands, crew report from Flats, temp scan from Flats, pressure scan from Flats. Alright, sounds like everything. Close. Alright, Jeb. Let's get you home. Actually, if Kerbin is right over there... If I time accelerate, we're kind of turning away from it. I really want to be able to see Kerbin in the sky is all before we go. It's such a good photo op. Woo, 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 woo! Fucking time acceleration is a hell of a drug. Okay. It's going to get a little bit dark on the surface here. We're entering the Minmus night. Night on Bald Minmus. Oh, we're going to be able to see the moon too. Look at that. Alright, let's see how that looks in the night sky. Oh, if I hold it out here, a strange sort of visual phenomenon occurs where there's two Kerbins and two moons. Fascinating. What could the scientific Jesus Christ. I don't know what sort of a visual bug is causing that, but that's definitely one. Okay. Yep, we can see Kerbin up there. We can see the moon. We can cover each of them with our thumb if we do the Apollo 13 shtick. Just watched that movie yesterday while I was doing homework in the background, and it made me want to play this game again. Apollo 13 is a good-ass space movie. Okay. Alright, Jeb, you ready to go home? Let's go. Alright. See, that's already broken our orbit, and this is what I'm talking about. Like, it takes very little fuel in order to break orbit of Minmus, as opposed to breaking orbit of Kerbin, which is, like, the hardest part of getting anywhere in this game. And in real life. The hardest part of getting to other planets is getting things outside of Earth's orbit. Alright, we are back in orbit of Kerbin. And I'm just going to quick save again here, see if we have probably plenty of fuel left to close our orbit with Kerbin here. Oh, we're going to intercept Minmus again briefly, it looks like. Actually, I kind of want to do a flyby of the moon on the way back. That would be fun. Why did that... Oh, sphere of influence changed. Okay. Well, let's go back outside of the influence of Minmus then, and point ourselves prograde here. Just without doing a maneuver or anything, a little informal flyby. Unless our angle is wrong now. Whoop, what was that? Okay, I think our angle is just wrong now. Ah, well. We'll do that another time when I feel like putting in the effort of planning out a maneuver for it. Okay. Alright, if I aim for a periapsis of, like... Yeah, that ought to do it. Because if we aim shallow enough, then it will make re-entry a little bit nicer on us. Alright. Alright, just wanted to make sure which way we were going here. Warp here. Alright, take us in! Alrighty. Okay. How close are we? We're gonna have to do the re-entry and everything in the dark, which is gonna suck at just a little bit. Alright, English retrograde. Yada yada yada. Okay, this is probably enough to do the... Whoa! Do the time warp manually. Okay. 100,000 meters out just about. I'm gonna burn off the rest of the fuel here. Just to slow us down as much as possible. Before we start doing re-entry. It'll hopefully be a little bit smoother that way. And all that we need to save this time is going to be the storage container inside that service bay, which is nice. So even if the mystery goo and the antenna blow off, we don't need to worry about it. I'm just going to retract the antenna while I'm talking about that there. It's a shame it's happening in the dark. I hope that's visible for people watching the stream. To help viewers see better on the night side. Oh, hey! Cool. Thanks for the friendly tip. Yeah. Alright, settings, scroll down to video and graphics, set ambient light boost and light boost map. Okay, ambient light boost. And light boost map to 25%-ish. Oh, shit! Cool. Cool. Thanks for the tip. Pi underscore underscore underscore. Alrighty. I'll jettison all of it that we don't need then. To keep us from speeding back up from the extra weight there. Alrighty. Oh, I need to put that mod back on that makes the re-entries look cool. Make like a big fiery trail coming off of it. Okay, everything seems to be going pretty well thus far. You don't even have any temperature warnings yet, which is neat. It looks pretty spooky, but like... all of the re-entries do. It may have something to do with the fact that they all look like giant, like, balls of fire. Alright, here we go. Okay, deploy the drogue chutes, now that those are safe. Whoomp, that'll slow us down pretty hard. We're at about 11.5 kilometers up at this point. Alright, the main chutes are safe to open now. And now we just gotta let those happen. Let the parachutes deploy. We'll have a nice splashdown. And then we get to enjoy all of the loads, the whole buckets and buckets of tasty, tasty science that we bring back fresh harvested from Minmus, from the science trees that grow there. It's of course only the frigid, minty climes of Minmus that support the growth of the science trees, otherwise we would grow them here on Kerbin. Alrighty. Just bringing us in. Nice soft splashdown. All the science safely secured in the service bay there. Excellent. Here, while we're at it, I'm pretty sure we've already gotten an EVA report from the water, but yeah, alright. Just making sure. Recover vessel! Congratulations, Jeb, you've walked on Minmus. Okay. 784 science. Fantastic. And a whole bunch of muns. Not that many from the parts, mostly from like the contracts, but ain't that always the way? Alrighty. Holy crap, yeah. Alright. Let's see what we can do with all of our tasty science. Okay, do we want propulsion systems? Probably. Like, these fuel tanks and the engines associated with them are very good for sending very small things very long distances. So we can do that and do the entry cost for the parts. I kind of want to get aerodynamics so we can like start properly messing about with planes. Just do that quick. Advanced flight control would be nice. Can we, tell you what, can we just get this whole row? Like that's 90, they're each 90, and there's only 4 of them. So we can definitely get just this whole row if we want it. Unless we want to like save up for something specific here, is the question. Space exploration gives us hitchhiker containers, which will be nice. Some ladders, the miniature thingies. Miniaturization. Electrics. We definitely want electrics. And I think we definitely want flight control. Because that'll give us RCS thrusters. And that'll be good to have. Okay. Which of these look most appealing? Heavier rocketry would probably be cool to have. Precise propulsion, definitely, for sending small things very long distances, as stated. Advanced fuel systems is a bunch of RCS stuff. A couple... Oh, the Jumbo, the Rockamax Jumbos. Specialized construction, though, gives us docking ports and fairings. Okay. I'm gonna just... despite the huge hit to the monies there, go ahead and upgrade this so we can do the next levels of science. And we can afford 2 of these, it looks like. If we're gonna mess around with planes, supersonic flight might be nice to have. Advanced aerodynamics. Landing gear things. Okay, I want advanced fuel systems. And tell you what, let's get docking ports and fairings and things. Okay, and that's all we can get with the science that we have right now. But this should definitely be more than enough to go land on the moon. And also do some plane things. Let's do some plane things. We have enough money left to upgrade the runway, so it's not quite as shit. Although we still only have 30 max parts for this. Let's see if I can do a plane in 30 parts or less. I am much less good at planes than rockets. And given the track record with rockets, that should frankly be alarming to all present. Is this too big for that? No, that is in fact the perfect size for that. Okay, I think actually we want a circular intake on the front there, though. As far as I'm aware, that'll be good for our design. Okay. And now we have larger engines and things, so it's worthwhile to have the Mark I fuselages. No, that's the basic one. We want this one. Boop. Okay. Some good-ass wings. Tell you what, just because of the part limit, I might make this a little bit small and slightly stupid looking. Just to start with. Okay. Let's have liquid fuel fuselage down here. Little small circular intakes on each of those, and some other engines on each of those. Okay, what else do we want on here? Science stuff. presumably. I'm just gonna do a thermometer and a barometer because that's what we need for, like, the missions this involves, right? Like, yeah, and a crew report for the contract that we currently have. Okay. Do I want to move the wings forward a little bit? I don't really know. I'm gonna go with yes on a guess here. We'll stick a communitron on here. Okay. Oh, and thank God we have wheels that aren't stupid. Okay. I'm gonna do it like this. And, I kind of want to put some on the wings as well, just in case we get some wobbly nonsense happening. This is how planes work, right? How many parts is this? How many do we have left? Oh, we're at 20 out of 30. Really? Alright, well, other things that we want on here is definitely going to be safety stuff. So we'll put some drogue chutes on. And a regular chute. Move those into a different stage. Okay. I kind of want to add more, like another couple of these engines onto the side here. Just move those into place. Small circular intakes on each of those. And then basic jet engines on each of those. Okay. This looks a little bit stupid, and it's mostly because of the circular intake on the front that I don't know whether that was, like, a good idea or not. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Alright, I feel like Jebediah is probably going to be our aircraft guy. What should I call this? I'm going to call it the K1. It's like the X1, but for Kerbals. We're going to go break the sound barrier with it. Although, frankly, I will... Oh, forgot about those control surfaces. We have the parts left. No, we don't have the parts left for control surfaces now. Shit. Alright, well, we can get rid of this secondary tier of engines then. We don't really need that. Alright, we want elevons. Oh, and we're going to need tail fin things on here as well. Okay. Where's the tail fin? There's the tail fin. And I'm gonna put... We have enough parts left for this. We have exactly enough parts left for this. Put a little bit of a rudder type deal on here with some extra fins. Cool. This still looks a little bit stupid, but it should work, and working is what I need it to do, more than looking good. Oh, that's probably not great. Okay. One moment. Gotta fix that quick. Yeah, I see the problem now. Alright. Alright, save that, try it again. we go. That's more like it. Oh, this thing looks like it's ready to take right off and fly. Let's go. Yo, 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 yo. What? Calm down. Just take off. All your problems will be over. Jesus Christ. Okay, I don't know what happened there. A landing gear crashed into the terrain. I'm gonna revert that to launch. Fuck. I think it's that I throttled in the wrong direction. I'm pretty sure that I want to hold down. And that's what will, get us flying upwards, you know? Yeah, definitely. Okay. Build up some speed. Throttle down. Oh shit, shit! No, it's our wing wobblers. Alright, hang on. Hang on. I think I need to take the wheels off the wings. It was a nice thought, but I don't think it's helping. To compensate for that, I'm gonna move these so they have a little bit wider of a base to work with. And then to compensate for that, I'm gonna have to move the back one up more. Okay. Other than that, we should be good. We just started wobbling, and that threw us off the runway, and that was the main issue here, I think. Okay. Oh, yikes. Alright. That made it worse. What am I missing, man? What makes it wobble like that? It's just how fast we're going, I think. Once we start going fast enough, I feel like the wobble is kind of just gonna happen. I think that we do need the wheels on the wings. I think we just needed the height to be adjusted a little. I mean, let's try this. God, I'm so bad with planes, man. I'm just not very good at them. Okay. Why? Stop wobbling! Just throttle up! Just take off already! Get off the runway and into the air! Apparently my control surfaces are shit. I'm assuming that's what the problem here is. Nope. It's that we're too heavy? I'm not generating enough lift. That's the issue. I'm not generating enough lift. How do we generate more lift? Tell you what. Tell you what. We're going to, half a moment, we're going to take a quick peek over to the world of the Kerbal Space Program wiki. Stick a jet engine on the back, put an intake on. Put on center of mass and center of lift view and move the wings. Oh, we want things on the wings, okay. Maybe. Maybe. Okay. Large delta wings and place them on the aircraft. Now put the center of mass. When is this tutorial from? Put the center of mass in center of lift view and move the wings until the center of lift is slightly behind the center of mass. Okay. That seems to already be the case. Like, look. That seems to already be the case. The center of lift is slightly behind the center of mass. The wings are in the right place. Okay. Elevators are usually places in the front or back of an aircraft, and their function, as the name implies, is to change the pitch of the nose up and down. They sometimes coincide with ailerons on some more economical aircraft. There are multiple ways to place them: in the front of the plane, and in the back of the plane on the tail, the most usual position, usually close to the rudder. I see. And the rudder moves the tip of the plane left to right. Okay, okay. Okay. I think what's wanted here is for us to do this. Hang on. If I move our main wings forward, that makes it a little dicier. Like center of lift wise. So what I'm gonna do is put the main wings in the back here, and we'll have our elevators out front here. And maybe that will help. Let's try this before I dive back into the wiki. Okay. Alright, throttling up. We're pointed up, where we ought to be. Woo! Yo! Taking the landing gear! Holy shit! We did it! This thing looks like such garbage. Holy shit, you got him! I have successfully done planes! Like, we're going pretty sharply upwards and still gaining speed. We can get some altitude with this thing. Here, I'm gonna pitch us down a little and yeah, woo, we can go into the in-cockpit view, we can see all of the beautiful plane sights. Holy crap. It's working! Okay, in the map, where do we need to go? North! Alright, let's turn us. Cool! Oh, and that's gonna be the sunrise coming up too. It's gonna be so pretty. Alright, let's try to pitch us up a little bit more. Whoop, I took us a little bit too much north, not enough east. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, plane, come on. Come on. No, 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 come on. Need to get the come on, damn it. Turn us south. Damn ye. Alright, I think we're... Oh, we've entered the area. We've entered the area. Crew report. Collecting survey data. Transmit data. Done. Yes. Contract complete. We've done planes. Alright, I'm gonna try something. The sun is coming up! Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna try something. Oh, it went back below the horizon because we decreased our altitude. Fun shit. Okay. I'm gonna try something. This is a little bit of a trick. I want to try and see how much maximum altitude I can get here. And it requires us being a little bit reckless for a brief while. So bear with me. Alright, pitch up! Vroom. So see, when we dive down, we gain enough speed that when we flip back up, we can go like whoosh, and it'll be like a little bit catapulty. And as long as we can keep ourselves net gaining speed, whilst also having ourselves pointed in an upwardly direction, we can keep gaining altitude. Like, as long as we can keep gaining speed, we'll be able to point ourselves in an upward direction for longer. It looks like we're not going to have that much of a return on it this time round, though. I don't know how much higher than 11 or 12,000 meters we're going to get. And there's the sun back up in the sky, because we climbed. That's fun. Okay. And then the fun part is, once we get up as high as possible like this, we can do that move again. And gain even more altitude with it. In theory. That's the hope. Alright. 14,000... Our, prograde here is starting to dip back towards the horizon. So basically in plane mode, this thing means which way we are pointing at present. So as it hits the horizon and drops below it, it means that we're losing altitude. So as long as we're going to lose altitude, I'll point ourselves down and we'll do it on purpose. Okay, we got up to about 14.1 kilometers that time around. Let's point ourselves down so we can dive to gain speed, and then we'll do it again. We'll do it again. Called it the Jebediah Kerman maneuver. We'll do it again. Yes. Gaining speed. Gaining speed. Throttle up! Vroom. Alright, let's see how high this takes us. We're still gaining... Oh... The gaining of speed teeters out pretty quick there. Alright, we're up to 11, and we haven't lost too much of our speed. It's going okay. We're looking alright. Still gaining altitude. We're almost up to 14. We've lost about half of our initial velocity. Maybe a little bit less. Still climbing. Ooh, yikes. Shouldn't have done that, I guess. Alright, we got up over 15. Oh, but it's not going to last us much longer than that. We're slowing down too much. Whoa. Alright, up to 15.5, and now we're losing altitude. Alright. I'll tell you what. Whoa. Come on now. Whoa, 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 whoa. Calm yourself. I'm gonna... Oh, yikes. This isn't how planes work. That's not supposed to happen. Hang on. Okay, leave it off for now. We need more speed to tilt us back upwards. Come on, come on, come on. You can do it. Alright, let's dip a little bit lower, gain a little more speed. And then we can tip ourselves back upwards. Alright. Main goal here being turning ourselves around. Alright, I'm gonna try and take us back to the Space Center. Oh! Perfect. I pointed us in like, oh, I didn't know. That's the communication line. Of course, that goes straight to the Space Center. But I seem to have pointed us in about the right direction. Alright, this looks like a kind of easy equilibrium between speed and height here. Oh yeah, there's the Space Center. Okay. Alright, we should be pointed in about the right direction for that then. I'm gonna try to land us here. Alright, we're gonna decrease throttle so that when I point us down, we will lose speed as opposed to gain it, as much as possible anyway. We're still a ways out. I just want to get us pretty far down before we head over. Oh yeah, no, we're going pretty fast. That won't last too long. Alright, I'm just gonna bank us up so we don't lose like all of our altitude here, but we don't want to gain too much, so... If I time accelerate, I mean, we still only gain speed from the time acceleration. Here, if I put out the landing gear, that will help. It will create more drag. And we will want that out in a hot second here. I'm not going to try and land it on the runway. I am not good enough at this for that. But I will try and get us relatively... Whoa there. Relatively close. I'm not quite good enough at this to land at the runway, she says, and then immediately demonstrates it by practically flipping the plane upside down, trying to steer it. Alright. I'm going to set this to be distance from the surface. Yikes. Can I almost get it on the runway? I mean, almost is different from getting it on the runway. I can definitely almost get it on the runway. This is closer than I thought it would be. I'm gonna miss it though, I think. Yeah, nope. Oh, turning would be a bad idea. Stop. Help. The plane glides too well. I'm just going to turn off the throttle. That might be impeding my ability to land slightly. Yikes! No, god damn it! I had the emergency parachutes. All I had to do was use... Well, the wheels are okay. I mean, they survived. They don't look very okay over there. They're kind of having a moment. Oh, now I have to revert to lunch. Okay, well, most of that was just fucking around anyway. We can go back and get the objective that we got there pretty easily. Here, I'm just going to fast forward into the daytime because it's prettier in the plane. Okay. As long as we can manage to replicate the takeoff. Because it went pretty well last time. Whoom. Nice. Taking the landing gear. We have to point ourselves kind of northeast, so about to here. Alrighty. Growing pretty fast, apparently. Next time when we land, we use the parachutes. How about that? That's what they're there for. They're there because I know I'm not really good enough at this. Alright, I'm gonna turn us back a little bit more eastwards than northwards here. Come on, plane. Yeah, that'll get us right on track. Entering area. Okay. Crew report. Transmit. Okay. I'm gonna decrease the throttle and turn us around, head back over to the Space Center. We're gonna give this a take 2 on the landing. Okay, just do time acceleration so we don't have to sit through the whole thing again. Just a quick reminder, as I see I have an extra viewer in here. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, for some reason, definitely follow me. That would be cool if you haven't already. I may not be very good at Kerbal Space Program, but, well, I'm not very good at planes in Kerbal Space Program. I can do all of the rocket ship stuff pretty well. Okay. I'm being a little bit stupid right now with how I'm doing this. But that's okay. Because I know that I'm being stupid right now. This strikes me as being good. Okay, ready? Ready? Woo! Brakes! Put on the brakes! Holy shit! We did it! We landed a plane! What do you know about that? Okay, recover vessel. Jebediah Kerman survived a plane flight. Good shit. Okay. Oh, I can just click on these and recover them, alright. It's just the launch stabilizers. Okay. What kind of contracts do we have available? Bring green sandstone back with me. Okay. These I don't know how to do because the green sandstone things are big. So apparently we need like a robot arm, like a rover of some kind in order to do this. You'll need to have someone pick one up and bring it here. Alright. Tell you what, I'll accept it. But I won't get around to it this session, probably. Next time we, like, between sessions, I will see about, looking up how to do that, and we'll do it. Alright, we can go plant another flag on Minmus for a whole bucket of money. What's this? Explore Kerbin. Go on an orbital space walk near Kerbin. Transfer any crew between vessels near Kerbin, which will involve some rendezvousing. If not docking. Rendezvousing I can do. Tourist destination? Fly by Minmus, orbit Minmus, fly by the moon, orbit the moon. Holy crap. This would give us, like, an amazing amount of money. Alright, I'll take that one. And I'll take that one. We can do that. What other tourism ones do we have? These give, like, a bucket of money. Orbit around the moon, fly by Minmus. Orbit around Minmus. Oh, that one wants to land on Minmus. Oh, hang on. Did I... Okay, what all do we want to do? Nobody wants to land anywhere, do they? No. We want to fly by the moon and fly by Minmus and orbit the moon and orbit Minmus. Did I get the hitchhiker storage container yet? It's a thing that I have, right? No, it's in here, but I can get it. Boop. Okay. And all of that tasty, tasty money will hopefully help us. We can upgrade the runway and the space plane hangar. And we can make better planes to do better plane things. Okay. I mean, it's still probably going to be the same capsule. It works. Okay. Stick a parachute on there. But we're pretty immediately going to want to... Actually, tell you what. I'm going to use this capsule. This nice two-seater. No one can stop me. Still fit the parachute onto the top of that. Oh, that's... this is... Okay. Surface module, you say. Oh, wow. That's interesting. I don't want it. Well, why can't I just... Why isn't there a surface bay of this size? Alright, I guess surface module it is, but like... Here. We're putting the science storage unit right in there. Turn the shroud on. We need... Oh, shit. Yeah, the hitchhiker is slightly bigger than that, is the thing. So we want an adapter for it, but I don't really have one, apparently, yet. I want to solve this then. Alright, let's go back to my original plan. Because we have an adapter to get to Rocco Max from there. And then we can put the surface bay in there, like we have previously done. As long as we have to have a giant-ass adapter here. Oh, I can do that with the other... Okay, back to... Hang on. I don't know how important science will be here. Let's do it anyway. We can do science. Payload, we want the service module. And then the experiments... Jesus. Why is it so hard to place? Experiment storage thingy. Shroud on. Cool, we can have hitchhiker storage container down there, and that will contain all of the tourists. Alright. Boop, 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 boop. And... yeah, tell you what, let's take Val, and... honestly, let's take Bob. Scientists are going to become pretty useful in a bit here. Okay. The question is... oh, I have an external fuel duct anyway. Okay, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. Because I can just put one of those on there if worst comes to worst here. Okay. Now, we just have to build a rocket that can go orbit the moon and then go to Minmus and orbit Minmus. Okay. Which is not going to be too terribly difficult, actually. It's just going to require a robust top stage with the Poodle engine, everybody's favorite. Alright, right now how does the delta V look in vacuum? Even better than our previous one. Amazing. If we can get this into orbit, we're good to go. Just to make sure here. Like, the fuel will transfer between these two parts, yes? Like, if I... Okay, well, at least it will now. Okay. Now we just have to build a stage that can get this into space. Oh, and it occurs to me that we're going to want a couple other parts in this upper stage here. We want a heat shield. Nice big one. And we want parachutes. That's what I'm blanked on for a second there. Because we will want to land this whole thing. Tell you what, let's do 2 of the normal radial chutes and 3 drogue chutes. And this is going to be like the uppermost stage. This is what's actually going to be landing. And we want all those parachutes on there because this is pretty heavy. Okay, now we can set up the fuel crossfeed again. Shit. Okay, well if I just... If we just enable crossfeed... That didn't do it. These are separate stages now. Shit. How do I... If you don't want to build from here to here, how do I do it? Tell you what. Will it work if I... Oh. Fuck me, I messed up all of my rotations. Alright, if I do that... And then do this. No? That didn't do it? Fuck it then. I might as well take all of the fuel and oxidizer out of this. It's only here to be an adapter. God damn it. It's a glorified adapter. Nobody cares what happens to it. Okay. So we want another decoupler in there. We don't need those then, if that's going to be the case. So we may have to finagle this a little bit, because that's not, I mean, if I, here. There. This gives us about as much delta V in a vacuum as our other craft had, and we won't have to land with this, so hopefully that should help. Okay. Now we just need to build something that will get this into orbit, which is going to suck a little bit. This is already a gigantic rocket. We want, is this the biggest thing we have? This looks like the biggest thing we have. It's not going to give us a whole lot of delta V. this. That did not help. Tell you what, this is going to be big enough that we're going to want SAS in here. Oh, fuck me. That's also the wrong size now. Alright, RCS then. We're gonna want that for this. This is too big to control through normal means, although I can put a small reaction wheel on here. I mean, it's just not gonna do much. Okay. Sorry, I just had to get my alt-tabbing figured out. Alright, now the brunt of this is obviously going to be the booster rockets. For which we will want the biggest things that we have. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Alright, that's looking more like a oh, what? Mass? Too much mass? There's a mass limit? Okay, we need to just use the slightly smaller ones. I think that will be all that we need to do. No? It's still too much? Fuck. Okay. How about 3 that size? It's still too much. Alright, fuck it. Save and continue. No, don't, not over, do I have one called the Hermes one? I do. Hermes 2, then. The Messenger. It's for tourism. That feels like it makes sense to me. Wouldn't want to name it after Charon. Okay. Oh no! I don't have the muns. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. Fuck it. We're starting from scratch. I need to make this thing smaller. I have an idea how to do that. I don't know if it will be a good one. Alright, in utility here we have the Mark I crew cabin. And each of these holds 2 people, so we can build this, and I think that will be of less mass. Yeah, right now it's 2.84 tons, so... Okay. I don't like how long this is. So I'm gonna do some other things for re-entry than just the heat shield, I think. Let's, we'll just put some radiator panels on there. And that'll be fine. I presume. Okay, we want the drogue chutes to deploy before the normal chutes. It's in science, Florence. It's been in science the whole time. Okay. Close. We'll put a materials thingy on there. Fuck it. And 2 mystery goos. Thermometer, barometer. I need to get more science parts the next time we do like a tech upgrade thing. Okay. And now we can do this. Not that. Not that either. Certainly not that. But in fact, this. Yikes. Oh man. We have struts now. Yes, yes, thank God. What are you doing? Further down then, you dumbass. This is gonna look pretty stupid. No, that's like gray though. That's like off-white. Oh, fuck that. Alright, there it is. Yeah, this will give us about the same amount of delta V. Okay. And we can put some advanced stabilizers in there. Although we will probably still want some RCS. That's not right. That's not right either. Come on. Alright. We'll send Val up there with the tourists. Alright. Now we have to get this into orbit, which is a slightly less ridiculous proposition. Hopefully requiring less mass of rocket. How are we doing mass-wise? We're okay? We're not bad. Okay, can we fit on 4 of the big ones? No. That puts us about as much over as we were last time. Uh-oh, this isn't looking good. Ha! 3 booster rockets of this slightly smaller variety this time will work. Okay. Oh, this is the wonkiest looking thing. I hate it a lot. Okay, what would it be better to have these like further up? Let's do that. Why? Fuck you. What are we up to? 1.38? Okay, I don't think the fins will affect things that much. In terms of mass, they will help with the steering and the control and the stabilizing a good deal without adding too much mass to our rocket. Now we just need the RCS thrusters. No. Okay. Wonky as fuck. Alright, check your staging Booster rockets. Separate. Boom. Separate. Boom. Separate. Drogue shoots. Other shoots. Alright. Let's see how this one works. Okay. Alright, Val. It's on you. Let's do it. Yikes. Listen, all we have to do with this lower stage is get this thing into orbit. It's all we have to do. Please, please. I know you can do it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Guys. Alright, let's keep it steady here while the booster rockets are still firing. We're burning RCS so fast. Okay, don't use the RCS then. Use the SAS. At least we have less rocket to move around with fewer engines. Yikes! No, 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 no! What the fuck? What the fuck happened? God damn it! What happened? What collided there? I don't understand. Why is it always in jettisoning the booster rockets something fucking explodes? What collided even? I don't think it even... Okay. Come on. Alright, I'm gonna try spinning. That's a good trick. Works every time. No, no, no. What? Why did it just... What the fuck? God damn it! I don't understand what happens sometimes in this game. It just... Things spin out of fucking control. I know it's because the rocket's too long. But what do we want to do about that? The alternative is what happened. The alternative was the other design that we already had. And that was garbage. There was too much. It was too heavy. It was too big and it was too heavy and it sucked. Bah. Okay. Alright, we're scrapping it again. I have the Rockomax brand adapter. Honestly, the only thing to do might be to do some stupid shit. But sometimes, the only thing to do is to do some stupid shit. In which case... it could be said the stupid shit is not in fact stupid if it is in fact the right thing to do. Occasionally, if the right course demands an act of piracy, piracy itself may be the correct course. Alright. Enough bullshit, Florence. Alright. Drogues open first. Okay. There. And I'm not going to put the materials study on here because, fuck it, it won't be worth that much science anyway. We're not going anywhere new. Okay. In which case, all that we need after this is just going to be the heat shield. Before I leave, because once I stop designing the upper stage, then I'll forget to add it in. We'll put the science stuff on here. As well as advanced stabilizers and a Rockamax sized, no, that's RCS, that's not the right one, there we go, a Rockamax sized RCS. We will not need that, not all of it. No. Okay, this is the upper stage. This is what we're gonna land. What? Oh, you can have it yellow. Okay, I see. Okay. Alright, it's slightly less delta V, but frankly, I can't be fucked to care all that much. Okay. Come on, what's your problem? Alright, it's about as massive as last time, so I predict we're gonna have the same issue here. Yep, this is still too much. Alright, how much are each of these? Let's see. So each of these Pollux ones is 51 tons with full fuel. So we could get rid of some of the solid fuel in there. But that would still allow us, like, fewer than 2 full boosters. So, no. The thing to do is definitely... I'll tell you what, let's do 4 of these. And we can take out some of the fuel in them. Okay. There. That way we can still have the thrust of 4 of them, because the main thing is going to be thrust, speed, etc. We want some wings. I don't know whether I want these to be, like, further up or down the rocket. I don't know. Okay. It seems a little wonky to do it like this, but whatever. It's an experiment. get that shit going. Then we just need some RCS thrusters on here. Shoop. 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 Oh, the last RCS thrusters put it over the edge. Wow, okay. Let's move these ones down here then. These ones here. We'll leave those there, I guess. Alright. Val and her 4 tourists. Okay. Let's see. I'm not liking how this is going so far. Alright. Ooh, well, we're starting much faster anyway. Definitely doesn't look as wonky, as much as appearances matter. No fancy maneuvers this time, Florence. Yikes. I need to do this, though. Please work. Please work. Cripes, this thing does not have enough thrust. This thing does not have enough thrust. Oh, God. We need a better engine is what we need. Let's turn the RCS off. It's not. Like, we just need a more powerful engine there. I mean, will it technically work? It might. Actually. It'll get us into space, if not into orbit. Which is kind of a shame, but, you know, we won't need that much fuel just to do flybys and orbits. Okay, it doesn't quite look like it's going to manage orbit. But we have the Poodle engine for that, and the Poodle engine should be not bad for this. Yeah, see? It's not going to take that much fuel from this stage to get us into orbit. Okay. We are now very much in orbit. The question is, do we want to go to the moon or Minmus first? Like, orbit around, fly by Minmus, orbit Minmus, fly by the moon, orbit the moon. Which one of these do we want to do first? Let's do the moon. For shits and giggles, basically. Let's do the moon. Okay. I'm just gonna quick save here. Oh, I have... Okay, so Valentina, being level 2, can now do normal, anti-normal, radial out, and radial in. Like, targeting. Like, she can lock it onto one of those, but we can't do things related to the target yet. Or the maneuver node itself. Which is a shame. Okay. So far, so good. We're burning up a sizable amount of fuel doing this, but this was always going to be the most intensive, the most fuel-intensive part. Alright. I'm gonna quick save again. And time warp us up to the sphere of influence change. Okay. Point ourselves retrograde. And burn till we're orbiting. And it only has to be barely orbiting. We ain't landing or anything. Oh, come on. Fuck you. Does this not count as orbiting? Fuck you. Should have done it at the periapsis, I guess. I'll only reload the quick save if this looks like it's going to be untenable. Oh, god damn it. It's going to be untenable. Okay, reload the quick save. Sorry. Should have burned at the periapsis there. We ended up doing a swing around the moon, not an orbit of the moon. It was more of a... Shh! Doesn't fucking matter. Point is, we gotta go back. Fucked it up. Fucked it up. Yeah. Okay. Alright, add maneuver to burn retrograde until orbit of the moon, barely. Zoop. Alright, now we'll take 13 seconds of burn. See? All of our burns are going to be super quick and super efficient now that we are out in space. Okay. A little bit closer to the node before we fire it. Okay. Alright, successful orbiting of the moon. Now is gonna be the weird part. Tell you what. If we burn at the periapsis of the moon... Whoop. And that will take apparently nothing, so let's just get that over with. Whoop. What was our mono propellant doing? Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Alright. Turn off the RCS. The noises drive me nuts. Okay. That should put us in an orbit... as soon as we... Oh, shit. Okay. Weirder than I thought it would be. Apparently we are now on an escape trajectory out of Kerbin. Alright. Set Minimus's target here. And I have no idea what this maneuver is going to look like, so let's just... play a little bit of a guessing game. Damn it. Feck. The problem is that we're too close to an escape trajectory now, somehow. Okay, tell you what, I want to get my orbit. I thought, because I was in orbit around the moon, that if I broke my orbit of the moon barely, then it would give me an orbit about the moon's orbit. But apparently that was wrong. Apparently I was led astray there. So... Huh, I don't know. If I... Okay, if I just burn retrograde, we can shrink my orbit back down. without spending too much fuel. And then that will at least be easier to, like, if we make it a slightly more circular orbit. Just a quick 10-second burn. Okay, then this becomes a little bit more manageable. God, we're just interacting with crazy, like, we're interacting like crazy with the moon, apparently. Okay, so we need to aim for a little bit more of an over there-ish direction. Come on. Oh, but then we're way off, like, okay, I see. So then we're gonna want to, oh, have I tilted it the wrong way? Yes, no, I'm not sure. -6.5, -3.8, -3.0, -4.9. What? Alright, the issue... Whoop. Target position when we're there. Okay, so we want it to be... let's say here-ish? It's gonna be our position when it's there. Fuck me. Okay, I'm not really sure how to do this. Maybe if we burn from here... then we're gonna be there when it's here. Stop fucking around with the moon. Uh-huh. Alright. So we can actually get pretty close there then with this maneuver. Alright, we're doing it! I must be some kind of space genius. Nope, stop going after whatever you're going after. And it's only going to take a 10-second burn. Alright, we'll wait to get right up to the node. Okay. Oh. Shut the fuck up. What did I do? Ha! Flew it blind. Gotcha. Stop fucking dancing. Okay, good enough. That was pretty close to what we're doing. I'm gonna quick save because that doesn't look super stable. It just does this, and I wish that it wouldn't so I could tell what things to count upon. Alright, let's warp to the sphere of influence change. Thank God it didn't fucking vanish again. Alright, and then it shouldn't take that much of a burn to go into orbit around Minmus then. Come on. Okay. Question is, do we want to do that burn here or from the periapsis? Definitely from the periapsis for the same reason. Okay. Alright. We did it. I brought all this science, and I shouldn't have brought all this science because I haven't done any science this whole time, and I am not reloading to do science. Okay. Let's break orbit with Minmus quick then. Ooh, this is a weird-ass orbit. Alright. And we should now be able to just... Oh, stop warping. We should now be able to burn retrograde all the way home. Without even spending too much fuel, look how quick that decreases. We want it to be a little bit more shallow than that, for the sake of re-entry purposes. Alright, let's do it at 56, because then when we burn when we get up there, then it'll work. Okay. I'm not sure where I told it to warp us to, so I'm going to do here. Alright, my tourist friends, y'all ready for the final leg of the journey? Cool. Sweet. I can't believe I did that. I'm kind of proud of myself for doing that. It was a little bit complicated. It went beyond the basic functions of Kerbal Space Program, so... Alright, in we go. I'm doing this actually a little bit later than I intended to, but should be fine. I'm not going to enter the atmosphere proper for a little bit here, and it's always good to slow us down as much as possible. Burn that periapsis right down. I think that was about as shallow as we wanted to try to make it. Alright. Now we just gotta re-enter. Like, we have no periapsis, so we know that we wouldn't miss the surface now, whatever happened. Which wouldn't happen once we deployed the parachutes anyway. Like, even if it said that we were going to miss the planet by a bit, aero braking wouldn't have been accounted for, so... Alright, keep us aligned retrograde now. It's always a little bit spooky. Oh, I can't see the flames from in there? I'm gonna assume that that's like a bug. How's it look? Oh, yeah, we can kind of see it in here. Alright. Don't jettison heat shield, please. That would not be good if that happened. Alright, perfect. Okay, deploy drogues. That should keep us slowing down. Oh hey, we're gonna land on land this time. Fun. Alright, deploy the rest of the chutes. A lot of parachutes on this one. It's pretty heavy. Oh, there lands the rest of the stage. Nice. Oh hey, the moon. We were just over there. Can we see Minmus from here, I wonder? Like on the map, Minmus should be the other side of the planet. We cannot see Minmus from here. Oh, look at that. We get to land right by the beach. Man, talk about space tourism. I took you to the moon, and then I took you to Minmus, and then I brought you back for a nice seaside vacation afterwards. I'd include that in the package. It's not letting me time accelerate for some reason. Don't use physics warp then. Fuck it. And boop. Good shit. Recover vessel. All those tourists, just think of all of the sweet, sweet muns we're gonna get from that. The sweet, sweet Kerbal bucks. 3 science. Nice, we got like 12,500 funds back from the recovered parts. All of my tourists advanced to level 2. Alright, let's go through all of it. Fly by the moon, orbiting the moon, flying by Minmus, orbiting Minmus, and we finished all their travel itineraries. Look at that! Look at all this money we have! Alright, I kind of want to upgrade the launch pad Like, given the difficulties that we just went through with vessel mass, because we're going to want to be making bigger rockets than that pretty soon. Fuck it, let's do it. Do we have money left over? No, we do not. Alright, planes will have to wait for another day. I can probably... Oh! Fuck. One of their travel itineraries was land on Minmus. We probably could have done that, even. We could have done that. With that amount of fuel, we just needed to put some landing legs on there. We could have landed on Minmus, no problem. We had extra left over. We could have done that. Damn it. Oh, now he's just gonna be... Fuck. Alright, well, I'll deal with that another time. What contract do we want to do last before I leave? Because what is it right now? 9:41? Yeah, I can do one more thing. Alright, go on an orbital spacewalk near Kerbin and transfer crew between vessels. Alright, this is going to be cool. Because this is going to require some rendezvous, orbital rendezvous, which is always fun. We won't need to dock anything, which is nice. All that we need to do is get something into orbit, first of all, and then we have to rendezvous something else with it. This is the one that I'm sending up first, and I'm not putting a heat shield or anything on it because it is not meant to re-enter. Been a while since I've done something this basic. Thumpers. Make it a little bit more stable, perhaps. And this is the one that's getting rendezvoused with, not the one that's rendezvousing, so we don't need anything else fancy in here. What should I call this? I'm just gonna call this the TP Mark 1. The TP stands for target practice. Okay. Boom, psh, boom, psh, boom. And we'll send Jeb up in this one. Yeah. Let's go. Alright, should be pretty easy. Just gotta orbit this. Alright. We're going very fast and very low. Don't want to waste fuel on this low in the atmosphere. We're getting up there, it'll be fine. shit. I have created the ultimate fuel-efficient rocket. We burned all the way into space before we even got up to, like, 50 thingy. Alright. I mean, all we had to do was get into orbit, so I may have even over-prepared for that goal. This baby's gonna get into orbit so quickly. Oh, gorgeous. And this is still like the mid stage. I swear to God, if we get into orbit. Nope, not quite. Not quite. Almost, not quite. Now we are there. Okay, I'm gonna burn us out to a slightly bigger orbit because that'll be nicer for the maneuvering to rendezvous. And we're gonna make it as circular as possible. Align us prograde here. Just fast forward till we're at the node itself. Coolio. Now Jeb just needs to hang out here while we bring Val up to rendezvous with him. To the Space Center! Alright. Basically make another one of those, but slightly more advanced. Actually, we want this one to use this because we need it to be a two-seater. I don't know if I have any actual engines for this. We have the Bobcat that's this size. Gives more thrust to jump high as the sky, so we gave you 2. I'm not sure if this is good, like, I don't know how efficient this engine is for operating in a vacuum, but I think on some level it doesn't necessarily have to be. I think the issue, though, do we have... Oh, we do have the parts for this size. Okay. Oh, hey, look at that. Neat. Okay. Oh, yeah, no, these are definitely made for lifting. Well, I might use radial ones then, actually. I mean, we still want it to be that size, but, do this instead. And we do want RCS on this one for fine-tuning. We will not need that much RCS, but we can have it, I guess. It won't hurt. And then we want heat shield. Decoupler. Nope. Come on. Decoupler. How much delta V will this get us in a vacuum? Not super much. Maybe we want different engines to be used. Nah, this is about as good as it's gonna get. Yeah, this is the best engine we have for this. Okay. I mean, we can always do that number. Just have the number of engines. Thrust at a vacuum, 1503. Yeah, either way. Okay. Cool. And I'll add a little bit extra fuel to this upper stage, because that's the one where we're going to need it. Not that I think we're going to need that much necessarily, but still. Okay. This is probably overkill, given how well the last one worked. And we probably don't even need any drogue chutes on this one. Okay. There should be plenty. We'll call this the Retriever one. Rendezvousing with objects in low carbon orbit and recovering crew from them. We will send up Val and leave an empty seat so that Jeb can EVA over into it. And it'll be swell. Might end up going a little bit later than 10 here with this, but I started a little bit later than 7, so that's fine. All evens out. Oh, this isn't quite symmetrical, is it? Maybe? Not sure. May have placed the booster rockets slightly wrong. Oh, I can't, oh, I didn't put fins on it. Maybe that's why. Whatever. It'll be good to have altitude to begin with here so that our thrust won't be... We won't be wasting fuel thrusting against, like, the air. Every time you get rid of the boosters, something fucking explodes. See, now we're high enough that even with these things burning full tilt and not like pointing us that much farther upward, we won't go fast enough that the aerodynamics will start wasting us fuel. We may want to be tilted slightly more vertically than this. I'm beginning to think that this Bobcat engine is, how you say, shit problems. Whoa, why'd we zoom out so far? Okay. Over to the periapsis, or the apoapsis. And then we just gotta orbit, and then we gotta basically, it's gonna be the same process as going to the moon, since the moon is also an object orbiting Kerbin. It's just gonna be a lot closer. Take less fuel, because this is a much closer object orbiting Kerbin. Did I just say that it was gonna be a lot closer because it's much closer? Fuck me. This is taking more of this upper stage's fuel than I would have liked it to, because the Bobcat was apparently shit. But hopefully it will be fine. Okay, see if we set that as target now. We can basically go through the same process that we would with going to the moon. Just slightly different. And see where it says separation in there? That number we're trying to get as low as feckin' possible. 16.9. Okay, 16.9 might be as close as we're gonna get. Yeah, it looks like 16.9 is going to be as close as we're going to get. Now, it's okay, because we can take multiple tries at this. Like, once we get that close, we can burn to stop our change of speed relative to target, and then burn towards the target, and repeat that process. Alright, yeah, about 17 kilometers. I'm gonna quick save here just in case. So now if we warp here, whoop, to where we're almost going to intersect here, and we change this to showing our speed relative to the target. Now if we burn retrograde, it'll be relative to the target. So that will work to slow. We want to wait until we're pretty close to it. Oh shit. This isn't nearly enough fuel. It's okay, we can also use the monopropellant. Will that work? No, not really. It wasn't enough fuel. Fuck. Alright, well that puts us at 10:01 actually, so I might I might call it there just because that went wrong. And we're gonna need more fuel for that. Just the mind-blowing experience of orbital rendezvous. Alright, yeah. So I will come back to that then. At a different point in time. Or you just need time, or I just need time. Yeah, either way. More fuel in that upper stage would have helped, though. I bet that if we had, like, I could probably put, even if I don't... Oh, you mean orbits? Yeah, but I don't... Like, I don't enjoy brute forcing things with the time warp like that, you know? Like, we want things to kind of, I don't know, I would prefer things to, like, sync up a little better than that, you know? But yeah, we can add some fuel, uh, yeah. We can add some fuel to that upper stage. If we got a better engine than the Bobcat, then that would have worked. Um, yeah, the waiting game is not generally a game that I like to play when I'm doing Orbital Rendezvous. Normally I don't have to because like normally by the time I get to the point I'm doing Orbital Rendezvous, I have like better tech unlocked. Um, but yeah, okay. Well, thanks for tuning in here at the end there, Zestfin. Um, I may be calling this one for now because it was a 7 to 10 stream, so but yeah, I'll come back to this. I'll definitely do more Kerbal Space Program at some point in the future. Hopefully over like the next couple of days. So hopefully I will see y'all again then. That would be pretty cool. And then we can finish the for you at 6:03. Ah, well then. Oh shoot, guess you got me. I guess I got several more hours to go. Hey! Thanks for the follow. Wholesome. A wholesome experience. All right. Well, yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'll stream more of this in the future, so keep an eye on like my streaming schedule for when I'm planning on setting that up. I don't know how consistent that schedule will be because school changes things pretty often. Uh, because it all just depends on like how much homework I have for which days, and like the closer I get to the end of the term, like the more I'm gonna have to worry about finals and shit. So, but yeah, keep an eye on my stream schedule. I'll come back to Kerbal Space Program definitely, definitely. Love me some Kerbal Space Program. Um, have a good. I guess it's morning for you, so you have a good day, a good rest of your day. For me, it's 10 o'clock at night, so I'm gonna start getting ready for bed. And I will see you the next time some Kerbal Space Program happens. Yeah.